What's going on? It's Wednesday, June 16th. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good, dude.
How you doing, Josh?
Not bad.
How you doing, Fudd?
I'm all right.
If we get time, we'll get around to saying hi to Mike B.
Yep. Hopefully we get time.
Hey, you know what, though? Jason said he's here, so
He
All
just
right.
pulled up. Tell him to walk in the door.
I did.
All right.
We'll see if he can manage to make his way up here.
None of you fucking guys can get here on time. Fucking
I got
5:30
here.
Hey, listen.
my ass. It's 5:53.
I'm just saying, let us know, because Josh didn't even know. Let us know when you got to work at 7 so that we can make sure we're here when we need to be here.
Over here trying to squeeze shit in. It's a tight window over in this ship.
And I'm just saying, we could have easily squeezed some shit in Sunday night, because I wasn't doing shit. I know Josh wasn't doing anything.
Was that when I texted you guys?
I don't remember. What were you doing Sunday night? NASCAR? All-Star race?
I don't remember what I was doing.
Probably not much.
I don't
Probably not
remember.
much.
Yeah. Hey, listen, on weeks you got to work second shift. Maybe
Yeah.
just, we do it on Sunday.
I'm not on second shift.
You said you're going to go in at...
He's on thirds.
I'm on thirds.
Oh, you're on thirds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, whatever. On thirds then. You
Yeah.
know, we make it so we don't have to do that,
Look. He's walking around. Look, he thinks he's at the wrong address. This is why I have cameras.
Hey,
Just
did
to
you,
watch
hold on,
people
did
do
you
this
see
shit.
my walk up?
No, I
Oh,
missed
man.
it. I saw your car pull up.
You have to
I'll
wait
rewind it.
Oh, you... I'd rewind that shit.
Would you do the DX symbol?
Yeah, I got it.
Did you really?
I did,
Oh, I
yeah.
called. Nice.
Look at it. How funny would it be if he just walked into the wrong house?
Fuck with him back. Who the fuck is that? Get out of my fucking house. Hey, back flow.
Oh, shit, where are my guns?
Nah, you won't scare him.
Nah, jeez. Fucking bull in a china shop over
he
here.
is a bull in a china shop.
I forgot to bump up this font.
Hey, we just started, so come on in.
Ah,
and,
Jason!
you know,
What's up, buddy?
have a
All
seat.
right.
You guys are pros. Can we close this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can close that.
Look at the pros here.
There we go.
I like it.
I knew it. Bunch of big beefy dudes in a hot-ass room.
That's what we call it.
There's a lot,
yeah.
of,
Beefy dudes.
That's why.
a lot of gay shit getting said today.
That's why I came in half naked. Just
Yeah.
for you guys.
So
I like
Oh, it's a tank top.
before we start off, I want to show you something.
Let's see it.
Fucking phone won't shut up. Let that bad boy.
Oh, you guys don't have it on yet.
Oh, we're going.
No, we're
Yeah,
going.
We're live,
we
buddy.
just
live.
started it.
You're
Yep.
live, okay.
Because he has to go to work. He's
Gotta go to
working
work.
third shift.
We're working, man.
He didn't tell us that it was
Worker.
going to be more of a rush. So
It's always a rush.
He said
In and out.
what are these? What,
5:15.
hundreds?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
And that was 2 weeks ago.
Is that incline?
Yeah,
Okay.
30 degrees.
Nice.
So you said you didn't believe me, so I made sure to get the tape.
I like that.
Oh, Joey.
And then I got
You like
Oh,
that?
Uncle Joey.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So I-
awesome.
You know us, dog.
I hit
I'm a
legs
Joe
today.
Rogan nut hugger, so
Hey.
I get it.
I hit legs yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
I squatted for the first time in a while.
You know I've been dealing with that hamstring, right?
I've been dealing with this knee.
So tell you what, here's what I finally did. I took a fucking tennis ball. I sat on my high stool, kitchen chair.
Yep.
Fucking rolled that bitch out. Oh my god, dude, it made a world of difference.
Deep tissue?
Deep. Yeah, no, seriously,
Nice.
it got the deep tissue.
Yep.
And honestly, I feel a lot better. I'm still doing it. I'm doing it on both hamstrings, but man, it made it. I did 315 for 3 sets of 10. There was no damn way I was doing that before.
Yeah.
You said 315.
For 3 sets of 10, yeah.
This guy's an animal.
Foot to
over
play.
here.
No, I don't fuck
Yeah.
around.
600-pound
I've seen
deadlift.
it
Jason
in
can
person.
confirm.
Yeah, he's a psycho, especially when it comes to legs.
Yeah.
This is coming from another gym psycho.
But yeah, so let's introduce our special guest today, Jason.
Jason.
Making his first appearance on the podcast.
Hey.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, this is a great room. No one can see it, but I love the memorabilia we got going on in this room. This is a
Oh, back when we had cameras, people could see it.
yeah. This is a room where a lot of inspiration.
Yeah.
I know, what do they call you, Eric or Foot? All your boys call
Both.
you Foot.
Both.
I know Foot from the gym. Our kids were becoming friends.
Not the gym.
Not
The
the
other
gym.
gym.
The
The
other
other-
gym.
the other
the
gym.
crappy gym that we
Yeah.
both go to now.
Fucking guy.
Not the amazing gym you guys came from, which was Fitworks, right?
Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah.
Willoughby.
how we did it.
R.I.P.
Willoughby
Uh,
Footworks.
Our
yeah.
kids were getting
Do
to know
it
each
works.
other in the kids' room, so I started getting to know Eric and his now fiance.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've
Yeah.
become friends. whether we want to or not, our kids play together. So
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things. You guys will experience it one day. You
I
know?
got it.
I fucking hope not.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, this guy's the only one who didn't hit Mackenzie. You might get a kid out of it one day. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah. So speaking of that though, so this Saturday it's going down.
Yeah.
It's going down for real.
I got my
And
invite.
I don't know
what's
if
going on?
Oh yeah, Josh's invite got lost in the mail. I think.
like, everyone's got lost. In the
Yeah.
mail. Yeah.
So where's
Just
it
yours,
at?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Text me the address.
okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you don't know this, but
Yeah,
so,
I might be late. I got a car show to go to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, hey,
boy.
so we're getting married this Saturday,
I had a feeling that's where you
Alright.
were going with that.
and he's marrying us.
I remember you mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
How you
I
doing?
know, right? First time.
First
First
time.
timer.
I know. I've been. They sent me this fucking book.
What are you charging them, dude? Like $5,000? I would.
Whatever the maximum allowable
Right.
amount I can
Right.
tax deduct.
Right.
So I got to talk to my tax guy. I want to see how much I can get
You
away with.
guys have the same tax guy.
Yeah, we do. We do.
His tax guy is fucking phenomenal.
He is.
Highly
isn't he?
recommend it.
He is.
He got me the most money I've ever gotten
Yeah, you're
And it was-
You're welcome.
by
But
a
you
country
know what, though?
mile.
Hey, that's earned for the work that you helped do on the condo.
There you go.
Oh, don't try to.
Hey, you see
Yeah,
how he's
he's
twisting
trying to
my-
get it out of
yeah,
it, you know?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good trade-off. It was a good trade-off.
Solid trade off.
Yeah.
You did good work.
So that hey, I'm actually closing on the 21st.
So
No
this
shit.
Saturday, a couple days away is when you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
wow.
actual wedding. We're gonna have like a party, reception, whatever you want to call it, on Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says I have to watch the consummation to make sure that it's real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people do that.
I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it. It's happened.
It's in the book.
Yeah, so they got a couple in here.
He's kind of like a notary.
They have.
He's got a witness.
I hereby witness.
He was inside.
but he didn't come. They got same sex ceremonies, Wiccan and pagan. I don't know if you're into
Ooh, do the pagan
Pegging?
thing, bro. Yeah,
oh,
give it a theme.
You're into pegging.
Give it a theme.
A hand fasting ceremony.
Interesting.
I don't know what
So
that is.
you got to go into detail on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Does it give any kind of detail for what the heck that is?
Oh yeah, there's hand fasting.
Is there
Hand- what's
is there
hand fasting?
lube involved or no?
Blah blah. It's
Something.
an element in modern day Irish weddings.
Oh,
They put their
yeah,
hands
yeah,
together
yeah.
and they wrap them up with
Yeah.
a ribbon.
Yeah,
or
I've
cord.
seen that.
Yeah, it's not,
Like
It doesn't
Chinese
sound as
finger cuffs.
exciting as I thought it did.
yeah, it's not as cool as it sounded.
Right.
But anyway,
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
hopefully the paperwork will come back in time. Otherwise, your anniversary might be on Monday.
Clerical error.
No, I think.
I mailed the shit in like 2 fucking weeks ago, so
Okay, well-
I don't know if I have to put
Well, when
like
we
a
went to the
license number on there.
when we went to the to Paynesville, to get all the paperwork, they weren't really like hard pressed on your info. We're just like, yeah, he's getting his stuff together. So I don't think it's.
Well, I think you get 60
we
days.
got something for you to fill out when
Yeah.
you have it. So I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal.
All right.
I think after you can fill out stuff a little bit after the fact. So
I got to take my suit to the cleaners.
yeah, nice.
So is it indoor or outdoor?
Out
I know you saw where that. Okay.
out there, yeah. So
All right.
yeah. So as long as it doesn't rain, I mean, if it rains, we'll just be under a
Pavilion.
gazebo thing.
Where's it going to be?
Colby.
Oh, you tell Jason where it's at, but you don't tell Josh where it's
Now
at.
you know.
I ask you.
Now,
and
now you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, these West Siders,
yeah.
He's got you.
You know what? Next
I'm out
time
here
I
like 2 times a week.
yeah, I think next time maybe Foot should go to a Indians game, and then we'll just have Ryan come in. How about that?
Hey,
Bring
speaking
Ryan
of
in here.
Ryan,
What?
guess who got a job at Vitamin Shop?
Ryan.
Yeah.
No way.
He's back at Val's store.
Get the
I
hell
swear to
out.
God. I swear to God.
I'm going to go up there and say hi to
I
Ryan.
swear to God, he's working there now.
Full time or is it?
No, part time.
Not part time.
Yeah.
Like his part time birthdays.
How many times has he been hired in that place?
3.
Not as much as
This
Alan.
is his 3rd time.
Wait, how many times has Alan been in there?
Alan didn't work there that much. It was more FitWorks with Alan. I mean, he did work at Vitamin Shop.
How many
I think,
times did he work
once.
at FitWorks?
3.
So I'm guessing this is a friend who's in and out of employment a lot.
We got a couple
Yeah,
of
you
those.
could say that.
I've got a
You
few-
could
I've got a
definitely
few
say
of
that.
those.
Yeah,
They get jobs like new cell phones.
he's
Yeah.
got quite the resume. We'll just say that. Like between just Vitamin Shop and FitWorks and Willoughby alone, he like a total of probably 5 times altogether. Everything,
Yep.
and I'm not even exaggerating.
Wow. Remember when Guido used to work there at Vitamin Shop?
Oh,
I
yeah.
still got that. There's an old Facebook photo rolling around of you, Mike B, and Guido.
Yeah. I just this one. Hold on.
The one where
Well-
you're all sitting in the chair or whatever.
Oh, sitting in the chair.
I think you're sitting in a chair, and then the other 2 guys are behind you.
I didn't
But
know
you
if
look-
you.
You look super pale.
I didn't know if you meant this one. I came across this one.
Now this is whoa.
This is from Ryan Locke.
Look, why is he puffing his chest out like
It's
that?
fucking Guido. That's what he always did. This is like 2013 right here.
Dude, I saw a dude at the gym today, man. He had a nice bod on him.
That's my buddy.
Yeah.
He used to live with me, but
Cute guy.
he was also in
Till
the
he worked
Marines.
Well, I was gonna
I think a
finish what I
little
was
bit
saying, but-
after you.
Okay.
Just slightly though. But he
He was a jarhead.
he's
Ryan
like,
Locke?
No, Aaron.
Aaron? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like, but he's actually gonna be here for the reception.
You told him where it was, unlike this guy.
Well, no, the reception.
I'm not allowed to go to the fucking wedding. I'm not allowed to know where it's
Yeah,
at.
and here's the thing. That's in all seriousness, only our parents and her grandmother are going to
keeping
be
it
at
small.
the
He can
wedding.
tell you like I'm not sitting right across from him.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And this guy.
Because I mean, if you
I'll
guys
send
know
you a
me,
postcard, Josh.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
you guys know me. I'm not a wedding guy, so
Yeah.
I try to keep it as small and less costing as I can.
Oh, okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So be honored that I accepted your.
It was more of a joke, so
Yeah.
I was kind of scared when you actually accepted it.
When
I was
you
like-
went through with it, you
I was
called
like-
his bluff.
Yeah,
I
you
did
called
call
my
the
bluff, and I was like, oh,
Like, fuck, I'm roped
Wait,
into
so you don't
this.
really want me though?
no, I'll do it.
No.
What?
You gonna do it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's a little late now, huh?
but yeah,
I was like, all right.
but I didn't think you would take me up on the offer. I've been telling that to people I've been ordained for 6 years now,
That's awesome.
so I've been putting a lot of bluffs out there.
What made you go that route?
What?
this.
Ordained.
I saw it on. I was watching a TV show. I think it was like an Adult Swim show, and they were like, "Yeah, I got ordained in 5 minutes."
Because I hear about people doing this. I've never met somebody who actually did it.
Yeah,
Like,
so I was
just like on a whim. Like, yeah.
so
go
I was
get
watching
ordained.
it. I was just watching TV with Patrick one day, and I go, "It can't be that fucking easy." He goes, "I don't know. Let's find out." So I just Googled how to get ordained, and they go, "You got $40?" And I go, "I got $40." You're ordained. That's all it was.
Wow.
And then they sent me this kick-ass certificate.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
That's better than my high school diploma, bro.
I know, right?
I get look at this. I got a little card. I got a little credentials.
I like that.
I like it.
Park wherever the fuck I
Clergy,
want.
Yeah, clergy parking. It's awesome. Just scan in.
Fucking joke.
I would wear that everywhere.
Dude, yeah. So I told him, I think this was probably like a month ago or something
Yeah.
when I first said like, hey, we're getting engaged or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm ordained. I can marry you. I was like, you want to? He's like,
Cheap ass foot. He's like, ooh.
let's go. Hey, well, and it was more about convenience too. Like it was not a long time frame. Like there's other people that want you to do other things. Like you got to go sit down and meet with them.
The
and-
wedding's for everybody else but the bride and groom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you knew I wasn't gonna do that shit. Like
Yeah.
I was looking it up online. They were like, make sure you sit down with the couple and figure out what their needs are. I go, I'm not doing that shit. I go, if you guys don't know what your needs are, it ain't on me.
Right.
I'm just here to say, all right,
You're good.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah. In fact, I hope when you do it, you like, all right, let's go. So throw in some stuff.
That was gonna be my closing line, but
Yeah.
He done fucking ruined it.
Way to step all over.
stealing
I know,
my
right?
thunder.
Yeah. To throw in a few things.
I'll spice it up.
Because I might throw in a couple Trump lines too for her.
You gonna do your vows like Trump in the
I told
video?
her I wanted to do it.
He's gonna be like,
Do you want me to marry you? Because I marry you. A lot of people are saying
how long is our marriage gonna last? Is it just this long? This long?
Val, how many years? There you go. It's all you, man.
Let me tell you something, folks. This woman here, she's the most amazing woman in the world. Look at her. She's beautiful.
She's
Absolutely
already
stunning.
filing
Beautiful.
for divorce.
I can't wait to be married to her for the rest of our lives. And, it's going to be wonderful. Tremendous. And many people are saying it's going to last a long time. Many people are saying this.
I like tremendous. That's a good word.
Tremendous.
It's tremendous.
You're a meathead. You can't use those big words, bro. We're
Well,
meatheads.
I'm trying to be Trump here. So. Trying to be,
He knows the words. He knows all the words.
Oh.
The best words.
Trying to be the second greatest president of all time.
That's right.
Yep.
Right behind Andrew Jackson.
Yep. And Ronald Reagan.
The actor?
The actor? Yes.
Speaking of, okay, so you guys got me hooked on Ted Lasso. Let me tell you about this.
You've seen it?
No, tell me.
Fucking phenomenal.
Dude,
Tell me.
I signed up for
hilarious.
Apple TV just so I could watch this show.
So funny.
And then I binged the whole season in a day, and then I was gonna cancel it because I just had the free trial. And then I found out season 2 comes out next month, so I'll have it for another month before I cancel.
Season 2's already out.
You mean 3's out next month?
No, 2.
No.
We watched 2.
1 and 2 are done with.
Yeah.
No. 2 comes out July 24th.
Didn't we watch season...
I thought.
Did you watch the YouTube skit on YouTube, the
Well,
original one?
This is how I found out. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we told you.
So if
I'm
you,
not
if you
paying
get a
attention.
chance, just
Clearly.
Google Ted Lasso, and there's going to be.
Is it a series like?
So what it started? It's Jason Sudeikis, the actor.
Yeah.
So he did a promo for
Yeah,
the Premier
no.
League like 4 or 5 years ago. All right, there's 2 of them. So he does these.
All I know, that dude is funny as fuck.
Dude, they're 5-minute promos.
July 23rd it comes out.
Okay, they're 5-minute promos, and they're just promoting. It's supposed to be funny. It's a skit, but it's also promoting the Premier League, and so they have him as the manager of one of the teams, Tottenham
Hotspurs.
You know, so it's just hilarious. Like, look it up. It's hilarious.
I
You'll
think
love
they're in
it.
relegation right
So
now.
they took the videos were so popular, they took that character and that they made it a series on Apple.
And they kept Coach Mustache
Yeah,
or Beard.
yeah. I
think it
follow
means
him on
great.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I thought it was. So when he said watch the YouTube
it's
clips,
hilarious though.
I thought they made YouTube clips like
Oh,
as an
no.
addition to the show.
No,
I didn't know it started as
Yeah.
a clip thing. And then I
It was
went back. I
hilarious.
go,
Have you ever seen something like that?
No.
No.
Like that. It was so popular.
that's
like
fucking
that.
genius.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was super.
And it was hooked. You binged it in like a
Dude.
day, dude. I mean,
At
I
first,
was
I was
watching
like-
it weekly, but
Because I was like, I like
coming
Jason
out.
Sudeikis.
Yeah.
It seems like a funny premise because he's coming over and there's going to be some weird humor.
he's a football coach, an actual football coach in
Like
America.
American football,
that goes
yeah.
over to Premier League, gets hired because the owner wants to lose, and she knows he's an idiot.
So it's
And he
basically
ends
like,
up
So it's Major League.
yeah, it's Major League in a way.
kind
But
of.
they and then
Yeah.
it winds up working out.
Yeah,
But with
Spoiler alert.
football.
right.
Yeah, football. Dude, I was so invested in the show, I actually watched 3 Premier League games the next day on the Sunday.
There it is. See?
Yeah.
Well, we got to get Tottenham going. We just hired a new coach.
So now I got to
Why didn't
figure
you
out.
wear your Tottenham shirt?
I should have next time.
So I'm still out on what team I want to support.
So
Yeah,
we got some
you're
big,
still
we got
out
some
on
big
it.
football fans here, huh?
I love football.
I'm not.
Soccer
I'm
slash
just
football.
kind of
I
like.
mean, that's what assholes call it. But
Right. No, right. I'll be the asshole. In the room. So we're talking football /
football.
soccer.
Yeah.
Who do you guys follow?
Well, no. So because of this, we follow him and I like Tottenham.
We're Tottenham.
I'm
Where
still
the
out.
hell
How
is
do you
Tottenham?
out?
It's in England.
How do you out?
England.
You got to be Tottenham.
I haven't picked yet.
It's Ted Lasso. You
I mean,
Tottenham.
I like Man City.
Wait, which one is that? Is that
the
Khaleesi?
blue. That's the blue one.
The blue.
Yeah.
Not the red. The blue.
No, you want Man U. Those guys are assholes. They're like the.
They're not even from
They're like
Manchester.
they're like the Yankees of the Premier League.
But they were.
Everybody loves to hate them.
But that
Yeah.
one dude was hilarious in Euro Trip.
Yeah. We're from the the Manchester United football team fan club from Ohio.
I love that fucking movie.
That's great.
I love that movie.
They put it on Stars or Amazon Prime not too long ago.
Did they?
Yes, I was so excited.
Awesome.
So I found this dude on YouTube who does breakdowns. You know John Boy?
I don't think so.
He does all the baseball breakdowns. They're like 3-minute videos. Really good. So I found a guy who does the same thing for football.
Oh, okay.
Football?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, so like I'm just getting super invested in like all these older players and shit. I
Yeah.
learned about futsal. Do you know about futsal?
Is that the dude that you sent me? It was on the Galaxy.
No, that's Zlatan.
I mean, I don't know.
Futsal's a sport.
Oh, I thought you said it was his name.
Yeah,
No.
that's- I thought it was a name.
I have seen it.
So
what is it again?
futsal, it's like you're basically using like a size 2 ball, so it's tiny. Like
Yeah.
a adult league is like a size 5.
That's right.
So you use a tiny ball on like a concrete floor, like in a basketball court is where you use it. There's tiny nets. So like really the only people who are good at it are people who have good foot skills. And that's where like all the greats that played in the Premier League
They
started with
start there.
futsal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where it's
Nice.
like you
It's where they
get all
cut
this-
their teeth.
Yeah, that's where you get all the sick moves
Interesting.
from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
you cut your teeth a lot in the Marines. Huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did.
Yeah, man, tell us a little bit about that. I told these guys you might have a story or two that you could share.
If you
3
guys really
days.
want me to go into it, I
I mean,
will.
Break it all up, man.
let's
Tell us about Okinawa.
So when
Viet
Foot
Cong.
when Foot mentioned this, I started thinking back on what stories I got. It's all you can swear on here, right?
Absolutely.
No,
we
we
don't
got-
got worried about anybody.
What?
Just making sure.
We got FCC
It's
guys.
all-
We got to edit it all out, though.
It's all fucking sex stories. It's all crazy fucking sex stories. From
Well,
the
just
Marine
pick your
Corps.
best one or two, and let's roll with it.
I hope it's not.
You coming
In the
back on the
barracks.
podcast?
Oh my
We
god,
can do this
man.
as a regular thing.
I could do a couple hours at least.
Is this going out sex stories or like in the bunks?
So, how old is everybody here?
45.
He's the young guy.
How old are you, man?
26.
26.
Are you 26?
And Foot, you're what,
think
32
so.
or something?
We do the
Yeah.
math.
How old are you, man?
34.
Yeah, I'm 26.
You're still in that. I'm 43, right? Gonna be 44 in a couple weeks. I was a fucking pussy animal in my early 20s, especially Marine Corps.
Who isn't?
Especially Marine Corps, right? They
Is there enough pussy to go around?
I'm sure.
yes
a lot
and
of it's
no,
shared.
yes and no, depending on where you go, right?
Okay.
All I got is crazy fucking sex stories. Okay, we'll go into Thailand, right?
Lady boys.
Right.
No.
Ah,
Now at 43,
That would be a good story.
that would be a great story.
now at 43, I would seek it out and see if it's true or not. See how much is really involved in it. Back then, it's like, oh, I'm not fucking gay. Don't you fucking bring that shit. You know what I mean?
Wait, are you saying you want to learn more about it, or you would bang a lady boy?
Not bang one. Just like, is
Ever-
that true? Is there a lot of fucking dudes
There's
there
a
with dicks?
lot of
Or a
dudes.
lot,
That's why
lot
they
of
call
chicks
it
with dicks
Bangkok.
there?
Yeah, a lot of.
I didn't see that. I didn't see
Yeah, there's
that.
a lot of that in Rio.
But
lot of
the
lady boys.
prostitution, right? Like that. Thailand was the most sexually twisted fucking country I've ever been in.
I heard you could buy one
By
for like
far.
a bag of ramen.
Yes, because it's
That's like
bots.
$3,000 over there.
Yeah,
bots.
it's
They
just
got
like if you go over there with $1,000, you're like a
Yes.
millionaire over there. Everything's
Yes.
cheap as fuck.
I was a lance corporal, fucking broke. You're an E3, and I was a baller. I was a baller because of it. So the hotel. So I was aviation in the Marine Corps. I was aviation, right? So we're a little more pampered than the grunts and whatnot. So we stayed at a hotel while we were there. It was called Cope Tiger. That's the name of the. It's you got Air Force, you got Marine Corps, and I think you had Navy there as well. So the hotel we stayed at, there was 2 fucking whorehouses in the bottom of it, the basement of it, 2 competing. There wasn't just one, right? It wasn't enough to have one whorehouse.
It's like when you have
At the
2
bottom.
gas stations on a corner.
Yes,
They're fighting
2
over the price.
competing
This one's
fucking
20% off.
whorehouses in the basement of the fucking
for one.
hotel. Yes.
Ooh, a 2
So-
for 1 deal.
2 for 1 deal.
So Thailand, like, who the fuck wants a BJ while they're getting a haircut? I mean, you do. The concept of it is like
I don't want to ruin my haircut.
exactly right? Like you could get a beach while you're getting a haircut.
Yeah, it's too distracting.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But it's a sexually twisted fucking country, and like prostitution's legal there, obviously. I always did pretty good. You just had to have the tiniest bit of game to get the locals, right? To get the locals, so
free.
you didn't have to hit. You didn't have to hit the prostitutes. Some dudes still did. Another one. So the sex shows. So everybody hears about the sex shows, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's heard the stories, right?
Yeah.
Holy fucking Christ. So we go to Bangkok. We went to Bangkok for a weekend. We took a little tour bus there, because we were about an hour away. I don't remember the city where we were at. We were about an hour away. So you got to go to Bangkok when you're in Thailand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the ones, and we obviously we stand out like sore thumbs, young military, shaved heads, fucking jar heads and whatnot.
2 feet taller than
Yes, yes. I'll tell you what.
Now, Josh.
Well, there's short people, man.
I was all over Asia. West Coast Marines go to Asia, generally speaking. East Coast Marines go to Europe. So I was West Coast. I was stationed in San Diego. And I was all over Asia. Thai people they're gorgeous. They're pretty. Like, there's some of the Asian countries are like, ugh, I won't say which, but the Thai,
Vietnam.
Filipinas.
yeah, I didn't go there, but there's one where
They say Vietnam's like the south of over there. So like imagine like your traditional white trailer trash of America.
where was I going with that? So we
took the bus to Bangkok.
the bus to Bangkok. Bus to Bangkok. Sorry. So we saw the sex show. There was 3 of us, and right away they hone in on us. We got big targets on our back as far as like, oh my God, these guys haven't seen this because we're walking. It's just there's a stage in the middle. It's a bar, just shiny shit everywhere. What we didn't notice when we first got there was balloons taped up everywhere, like randomly, right? Just a balloon up here on the wall, just by itself. Then a balloon over here by itself, taped up on the wall. And I'll get to that part. So each girl that comes out, and you just get drunk while you see this. It's a sex show while you get hammered, and then you can fuck them if you want, right? After you see this shit, you don't want to bang these chicks. So each girl that comes out has her specialty. I fucking swear to you, I am not making this shit up. I think about it, and I'm like, if I didn't see it myself, I'd say you're full of shit. First girl comes out, the ping pong balls, right? Everybody hears about the ping pong balls.
Yeah, I've seen a ping pong ball.
It is absolutely true. First girl comes out, she's got like 6 of them up in there. You don't know that until she spreads her legs, starts firing them off. Starts firing them off. And we're just at that first, and this is nothing. Just at that first thing, my
Did
jaw
they have a
drops.
goldfish girl?
You've heard.
I've seen. I once saw a girl make macaroni salad in her asshole. So she
Did you go to Thailand?
No, I just
Military?
watched a video of it.
Dude, this is in Geneva.
So she was gaping her asshole. She put a pound of macaroni, a couple of hard-boiled eggs, and some mayo, a little bit of peppers and onions.
Who does that?
Dude, it's awesome. So
I know.
all the accoutrements.
starts twerking around, and then she shit it all back out in a bowl, and it looked like you got it from like Walmart.
And that's the thing. It's the hot stove theory. You know it's hot. You know you're going to get burned, but you still got to touch
You
it,
gotta
right?
touch it. Like a bad fart, you got to keep smelling.
So you actually jumped ahead on the story. He's right, and I've seen this in person. First girl is ping pong balls. Second girl comes out. She's got a multi-layered cake. About 3 levels.
Like a wedding
fake
cake?
It's a fake cake.
Yeah.
It's a plastic cake, but it's got real candles on it, right, on each level. Mm-hmm. She sets the cake between her legs, spreads her legs, right? They're naked. They're all fucking naked. And she's got this little tube. Looks like a straw, a little bit bigger than a straw, right? So she puts that between her legs, and she aims, and she just does a little, like she's just squeezing her belly, blowing out the candles with vagina air, pussy air.
She's queefing all over the cake.
She's queefing all over the cake, right? She's putting out each candle as she goes. Yes. So
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. What else do we got? So who was next? Another one was so next girl has got like these. It's like a lei, like Hawaii, that little thing they put on you, like when you show up at Hawaii. It's like one of those. It's a banner though. It's a flowery banner.
Okay.
Yes, what you're showing. This is the insane shit that I saw. So she starts pulling out this flowery banner out of her vagina, and she's pulling and she's pulling and she's pulling and she's pulling for like 20 minutes. Like it had to. I'm sure it's rolled up nice and tight in her vagina, but it was like 200 feet of fucking flowery fucking thing coming out of her vagina, and it's upsetting. However, the hot stove theory, right? Mm-hmm. You know you're gonna get burned, but you still touch it anyways to see if it's hot.
Right.
Next girl, just like he said, a frog.
What?
A fucking live frog. She brings out a live frog in a glass. A live fucking frog. Shoves it up in there and then like pushes it back out. Here's my question to you guys. Who the fuck wants to see that?
I kind of want to see
David
that
Bland
now.
swallows frogs and pops them back up. I guess it's no different. It's like a magic trick.
Who gets turned? Yes.
I wouldn't get turned on by it, but I'd be
but you
interested.
know there's some sick motherfucker out there who's like, oh my God, man, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Well, I mean, there's a peg for
You
every
know
hole.
there's some sick fucker out there
yeah.
somewhere.
No doubt.
I got
like-
half a chub from this story that you're telling it.
Like,
Dude. I'm not
like
gonna lie.
damn, man. Like, I've never seen that. I think
Well,
I
I
want to see that
can't
again.
imagine these are very high class women.
Yeah.
So, here's the last girl, right? She comes out.
This is all in the same night.
Same night. This
Same
is the
show.
same show.
Same
This
show.
is the same
Sensory
fucking
overload.
show. This is nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's Thailand, right?
Tuesday.
Thailand has a reputation for a
Tuesday at
reason.
noon.
Yeah, this is the B squad.
It's the day crowd.
It's the B squad, right? It's the second stringers.
matinee.
It's the second stringers. She comes out with a seltzer bottle, water, just seltzer bottle, right? Mm-hmm. It's a glass bottle with one of those tops.
Tops
where
that
you
squirt,
got to
yeah.
pop it. It wasn't a twist.
Oh, okay.
We don't know that yet though. So she puts that in her vagina. The cap, the top of it, right? Moves it around just a little bit. Busts it in her vagina. Opens it with her fucking vagina. It just, and of course it goes all over her,
Was
right?
it like a bottle cap?
They really do have teeth.
Or like a cork?
So as if our jaws were not on the floor already, right? And they see us. They see the looks on these Americans' faces, American military. We're just like, we're going fucking ape shit over here. We're like, nah, we call bullshit. This is the one, not the frog in the vagina and the pussy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one we call bullshit on, right? Like, no. She goes, here. She hands it to us. She hands up another. She shakes it up before she does it. She hands it to us. It was a Pop Top seltzer bottle. It was
Holy
Pop Top.
shit.
We all three of us tried to get that fucker off. What's the trick, right? There's got to be a trick. She takes that
Kegels?
one.
God,
I think
Tons of them.
I think I know the answer. I think she takes that same one, shoves it in there, works it around a little bit, busts it with her pussy. There's got to be a fucking can opener in her vagina.
Bottle opener.
There's got to be a bottle opener in her
She
vagina.
just figures out how to work it.
Those edges are sharp as fuck, man.
It'll tear you up.
Can you imagine having sex with that?
Hot dog down the hallway.
Either that or like
I thought she was gonna put the base in there and then pop it off in your face.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
that's where the lady boys come in. They just piss on you.
that was when we left. That's too much. That's too much.
That's
What's
a lot
going
for
on
one
down
day.
there?
Yeah.
What is going on in your fucking vagina right now? How are you able to do that?
How do you top that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Open up a whole can of tuna inside there with
Who's the closer?
Twisty?
Oh my god.
Like it's like a fucking thing.
Yeah,
Imagine if you had to follow that act.
that's tough. It's a tough act to follow right there,
Should
Jack.
call it a night, man.
You thought following Joe Rogan was tough.
Follow bottle cap open,
That's
bitch.
nuts.
That
is
one.
nuts.
What else? So Korean women are fucking gorgeous. Those, in my opinion, the best looking in Asia. Tall, very, very effeminate. The juicy girls. They were called the juicy girls. They anywhere you went, military. It was always fucking strip clubs, man, because there were animals. I was a fucking animal.
Mm-hmm.
I was an animal back then. That's what they want in the military. They kind of get you thinking that way. And yeah, Korea was the juicy girls. They'd sit on your lap. Do you want juicy? That's what they would say. And it would mean, do you want to buy them a drink for $10 so they talk to you? You want juicy? It's like, what? No, I don't want to spend $10 so you talk to me. Like, are we gonna do something after that? Half the time, no.
Like those whores in Vegas that come up while you're playing cards.
Yes. You're riding high. You're having fun. You're out and about, and they hit you up.
And you go,
Why not? Why not? Right? Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
tried a soju?
Soju in Korea. So the thing with soju is it goes with anything. You can put it in milk. You know,
what's soju?
soju is Korean liquor.
Oh.
It's
It'll
Korean
fuck you
liquor.
up.
And
Like
yeah,
sake?
Sake.
No, see now sake.
It's like
a rice wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sake is a little bit stronger than wine. Soju is like a liquor.
Oh.
Soju will fuck your ass up. Sake will too, but it's more like a strong
Nah,
wine.
sake's like water.
Yeah, it's to
But
us,
soju?
us
I'll
alcoholics.
try it out.
Yeah.
The stuff they have at the fucking, those places that you get the,
Now I haven't
the
seen
round
that.
table.
What you just pulled up. I've never seen a girl cook pasta with her ass. I haven't seen that. Thank God. Thank fucking Christ. I haven't
That's
seen
the
that.
A squad in
Yeah,
Bangkok.
those are the first stringers.
Yeah.
We weren't there for the first stringers.
the classy ones.
Oh, it's made out of rice. So it's basically like a non-diluted version of sake.
Yeah, and the potency is like a little bit stronger than wine.
16 to 53%. That's
No, it's quite a bit stronger.
that's quite a bit stronger.
Did you have some of the Korean military guys escort you around?
So, let me tell you about not Osan. Was it Osan? Yes, Osan, Korea. Osan, Korea. So, our birds were too old. It was F-18s. I was an aircraft mechanic for F-18s, and as you guys probably don't know this, fighters that go on carriers. God damn, that's gross.
I think I'd still eat it.
dude. Holy fucking shit, that's gross. So
broccoli?
fighters that
Oh, it came out the front. Oh,
That's the dressing.
oh. There's like a caprese salad in the front. Ooh, that,
Yeah.
look at that prolapse.
That's a yeasty for sure, bro.
Can you imagine these girls going to the doctor and having to explain?
What happened
That's
here?
gonna be in my head for a while, man. I'm gonna wake
I
up.
thought it was a tomato coming out.
Ugh,
Oh my god.
that's a prolapse.
Oh,
That's
man.
So anyway, the Korean military.
So Osan, Korea. So what you have is, well, first off, our birds were too old to land on the aircraft carrier. Once they catch a trap so many times, trap meaning the wire when they land, it's
Like in
very,
Top Gun.
yeah, yes. It's very violent on the airframe, meaning like the structure of the plane. It just twists and torques it. You won't see it, but you know. So just them taking off is extremely violent. So you guys may or may not know this. When they're sitting there, they're at 100%.
Yeah.
And they're locked in. So at the nose of the gear, the nose landing gear is locked into the bottom of the ship, and that helps. That actually, it's called a launcher, a catapult, I believe.
Yeah.
And that catapults it. So that is really extremely violent on the plane, and then it landing is really violent. So once they do so many hours of those, they become old.
Yeah.
You can still fly them. They can't do carrier landings. So our birds were old, so we didn't go on the boat. We would go to Iwakuni, Japan, for 6 months, and we do detachments, different places. So then we went to Korea from Iwakuni, Japan, for about a month. We fucked up on that 6 month deployment. Everybody was getting in trouble. Everybody was getting in fucking trouble for something. Our commanding officer. So here's what brought it to a head. I'll never forget the dude's name, Zawadsky. Called him Z. He was from Boston, and dude always talked about being a fucking brawler. He was just proud of being the fact that he liked to fight, and apparently he wasn't lying. So they were out. There was 3 Marines out drinking outside of Korea, Osan, and they ran into a bunch of Air Force dudes, like 7 or 8 Air Force dudes. Both sides started talking shit, right? Both sides are talking shit, blah, 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 kick your ass, fuck you, I'll kick your ass. So it's 3 on like 7 or 8. Our guys backed off. I don't know all the details. Here's what I do know. When they were coming back, the 3 dudes, Z and these other 2 dudes, were coming back to base. It was right outside of base, right outside of the entrance. They ran into like 3 of them dudes, 3 of that group. Started talking shit again. Probably everybody's drunker than they were the first time, right? It's like 2, 3 in the morning, right? They beat the ever-loving fucking dog shit out of these 3 dudes. Like, not in a good way, either. In a really fucking stupid-ass way, cowardly way. The one dude picked up a stick and smashed the other dude in the face with it, one of the Marines, to the Air Force guys. They beat the dog shit out of these 3. One of the Air Force guys, his tooth was in the stick the next day. Tooth was in the stick, right? Mm-hmm. The other guy's hand was broke.
Damn.
So we hear about it next day. 2 of the guys were Lieutenant F-16 pilots in training. 2 of the Air Force guys were F-16 pilots in training. Do you guys have any idea how much money the government spends on their training?
They're like Ferraris.
A lot. Yeah, these are Ferraris of humans, right?
Yes.
Because you can't just be smart. You can't just be athletic. You can't be athletic like him. He's too dumb for F-16s.
Yeah.
Right? No, maybe you're not. Maybe you
Probably,
are. Maybe you're not.
To be honest.
So, any fighter pilots like that, they're just cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Physically and mentally. And they weren't. I guess they were pilots in training. There is so much fucking millions of dollars invested in those guys, and their flight career was over. Over. One dude had a broken hand.
Yeah.
Done. Right. The other guy, I would imagine the other guy probably went back to it, who got his mouth busted.
Probably couldn't put the mask on for a couple of days.
So this one, and we had already fucked up. I forget everything we did. We did some dumb shit. That was the piece de resistance, right? That was the icing on the cake. Went all the way up to the Commandant of the Marine Corps. You guys know what the Commandant is? He's the top guy. He's the guy. The Commandant of the Marine Corps, they make a big deal, whoever the Commandant is. Went all the way up to the Commandant. Commandant burned all three of the Marines. They went to fucking wherever Marine fucking prison is, Leavenworth, whatever it is. I don't know.
Damn.
So our CO, our commanding officer, who's a lieutenant colonel, he is like the head guy of this squadron of hundreds of Marines and pilots and whatever. He almost lost his command because of this. The commandant was like, "What the fuck are you? What are your Marines doing?"
Yeah.
Right. It always shit rolls uphill as long. It also rolls downhill. Right. Situation like this, shit's gonna roll uphill. Hey, these are your guys. What the fuck are you doing? Mm-hmm. So, as much as it fucking sucked, now that I'm 44, I understand what he did. He cut off everybody. Our commanding officer's like, no one's fucking drinking. E5 and below, sergeant, and that's a lot of fucking.
You
Marines.
got to make a statement.
You have to. You have to. So E5 and below, done. You're not allowed to drink anymore. And we're on fucking. We're overseas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was
So-
it like honor system or were they testing?
The ones who could drink, right? The staff NCOs like E6 and above and officers, they were watching.
No.
But they still, a lot of them are like, listen, if you're going to fucking drink, stay in your room. You're like, the problem is you got all these fucking animals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We are fucking animals at that age.
Yeah.
And they train us to be animals. You need stress release or you go fucking nuts. You start fighting each other.
Can only cage an animal so long.
It's just, it's true. And people don't understand this. They don't want to understand it or they can't. When you push somebody and you train somebody to that degree, they need fucking release. They need stress release or they go fucking nuts and they do dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though like we had stress release, still did dumb shit, right? Those 3 Marines beat the shit out of those Air Force guys. So those were just some of the stories that kind of popped up in my head right away when Foot mentioned coming on here.
Yeah.
I am.
I like that.
Yeah,
I've got more, but
that's good.
we'll save it for another time.
Yeah, that's cool.
So was that? You say you're 43?
43, about to be 44 in
About-
2 weeks.
About Gulf War time?
No, I
early
was-
2000s,
was that-
right? It was early 2000s.
January 98
Oh, okay.
to January 03. So I was in for September 11th. What's weird is I was sitting on a plane when that happened. I was on a plane. We were getting ready to do our second overseas 6-month detachment. And, yeah, they were like, towers got hit. And we're like, oh, come on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's the crazy part, too. Back then, like, I wanted to go to war.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you train for that. You train for that. You train for that. You train for that.
Yeah, you're
Right.
building up to this point that almost
And it never happens.
Yeah,
right?
Which is, I guess, a good thing, but
Right.
Well,
It's kind of a
Well, as
letdown in a way, yeah.
As a 44-year-old dude, what the fuck was I thinking?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, the problem is, too,
Well, there's a reason why they don't promote young guys like that.
the problem is, too, I've been on the other side of it now helping veterans and
Yeah.
whatnot, and they are fucked up.
Yeah, it's
We are a fucked up bunch of people, vets are. Either a little bit or a lot. We're all crazy to some degree.
Yeah.
I got it a little bit, and that's why I lift weights. You know what I mean? That helps me control the crazy. I'm not somebody who flips out or anything like that. Just like, I'm just a happier person when I lift.
Yeah.
If I don't lift for a few days, like I'm grumpy. You know what I mean? But so to think like, yeah, I want to go to war. I want to test this fucking shit. I want to see how. It's so stupid.
yeah.
It's so stupid, but that's what they want. That's what they. And I don't even.
Well, you're trained to not think of the ramifications of afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even blame them. You know, like I don't say like, oh, they're fucked up for doing that to us.
No, they're doing their
that's
job.
not where I'm going with
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you need.
Yeah, that's the mentality you need to have.
That's what you
when you're
need.
doing shit like that.
Whoever's the fucking crazier is going to win.
Yeah.
Militaries, right? Obviously, technology comes into a big factor. You know, that's where we spend a lot of money in this country. We got some of the best tech in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What was that, Foot?
What?
Did you roll your eyes?
No, it was like an agreement.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
don't roll your eyes at me, bro. I know where you work out.
I was waiting for a military-industrial complex. tangent.
Oh yeah, he's talking about his political views, man.
Definitely talked to him.
Anyway,
Yeah,
go on.
He's pretty fucking gay. No, I'm
Pretty
kidding.
fucking lot.
No, you know what it is with you? You think very highly of people in society. Generally, you think the best. I think the fucking worst.
Generally.
I think the fucking worst, and I'm not proud of that. You know what I mean? I am not proud of that. That I am a total fucking cynic.
That's a different conversation. for
Yeah,
another day,
yeah.
for sure.
But so September 11th. So you guys have to think of the logistics of so in the Marine Corps, and they may do it differently. Who knows now? Everything changes. 12 birds, 12 planes, right? We had 12 planes, 232 Red Devils. The logistics of packing everything up for those 12 planes and all the mechanics and pilots that go with it is tremendous. So it takes a lot of planning, a lot of money. So we were all packed up. We were already going overseas. So they put the brakes on us. Like, this is happening. This is going to sort. We got to sort this out. And then we're going to. So you had a squadron just sitting there ready to go already. Like we were that day, that morning, September 11th, 2001, right? Yeah. God, I forgot the year. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I forgot the year. We were packed up, ready to go. So then we got sent to Guam, Anderson Air Force Base. So there's another topic. Am I a combat vet? Yes, technically. You know, I was part of Operation Enduring Freedom. But whenever anybody asks me, I mean, aviation, man, in the rear with the gear. The airstrips and air wings and whatnot were never close to the front lines. We fly to the front lines, right?
Yeah.
So Guam, Anderson Air Force Base, was on the route that they were flying all the fighters and bombers over to Afghanistan. So what our F-18s were doing, we were flying CAPs, CAP, Combat Air Patrols. So all the planes and everything that were flying over Afghanistan, so Guam was an air-to-air refueling port. The air-to-air refuelers would fly up and meet them, and you're very vulnerable when you're doing that. So our F-18s were flying support, protection while they did that. I'll tell you what, that was the worst experience of my life because we were 12 on, 12 off, 7 days a week for about 4 months straight. And you're at work for 12 hours, right? And again, I don't put this up there. I don't equate this to dudes dodging bullets, fucking Marines dodging bullets and shit. Like, I never had to deal with that, thank Christ. But you're at work for 12 hours. We had 2 shifts, day shift, night shift, you know. You get up an hour before work.
Yeah.
Get ready, go to work. Sometimes you're fucking elbows deep in a wing, changing out an aileron servo or something, you know, hydraulic. I didn't say this part. I was metal and hydraulics. So anything metal and hydraulic on the plane is what we service, what I worked on. So you'd be right in the middle of fixing something. You know, hopefully you're almost done, but you couldn't stop what you were doing. Yeah. So sometimes you work 13, 14 hours. Get home, shower. Dude, just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Takes a toll.
Rinse and repeat, rinse and fucking repeat for 3-4 months. And again, you got fucking animals with no way to stress relief, right? There were so many fights in the squadron between us, just fighting each other. So again, strip joints, right? So I was dating a stripper for a little bit while I was there, and I could tell my one boy liked her, and it's a stripper, right? You know, it was a fucking stripper, right? I was dating her, but I mean, I wasn't really dating her, right? Yeah. I could tell he liked her, and I remember telling this motherfucker, you know, you find out who your true friends are when you bring vagina around them. You find out who your true fucking friends are when you bring vagina around them. It's true. Okay? And I told him, like, dude, it seems like you like her, bro. Like, go for it, man. He's like, no, I won't say a name. You never know. He's like, nah. I'm like, all right, bro. Okay, fine. So then I go there one night to the I forget the name of it, strip joint. And I remember her name, though, Tatiana, I'll never forget that.
Sexy name.
Tatiana,
Sexy name.
right? Tatiana.
You're a Tatiana in high school.
Tatiana's grinding her ass all over him. Strip joint. Of course she's going to do that,
But
right?
pure
Not a big
business.
deal.
Yep. Part
Right?
of the deal.
Right. Package deal, right? I got to be okay with that. And I was. It wasn't, we weren't like exclusive, even though maybe she was trying to go that way. I didn't see it that way. Then she very deliberately grabs his hand and, like, while looking at me, like, takes him back to the VIP room.
Ooh.
Right? She was making a statement.
It's dirty.
Right. So
Par for the course there.
So she was making a statement, and he was kind of like, he gave me a look like, yeah, like kind of a whatever look, deal with it look. Okay, so I had this fucking conversation with you. I could see what was going on. Why you got to be fucking dirty about it? Just do it. Like, so, right, stressed out to the fucking max. This is about 3 months into it. Stressed out to the fucking max. Buzzed up. We would take like a van. A van would take us into town. So I'm drinking like crazy in the van. We all are because we're not driving. Good and fucking drunk already. So he comes out, and I just kind of get in his face. Not like I'm gonna fight you, but like I want to know. Like so I said to him, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I told you. Like, go ahead, right? Like, go ahead, but don't be fucking dirty about it. And this other dude, who was a friend of ours, both, and I can't remember his name. I do remember his name. He jumps in between us, and he was fucking hammered. He had been there partying already. I just showed up to party, so I'm starting to get hammered. They're blasted, right? So he gets between us, and he's like, "What's your fucking problem?" He starts like bowing up on me. Like out of nowhere. It had nothing to do with him, right? Yeah. But again, the stress.
Right.
The stress of fucking 3 months of fucking.
He sees some action, he just wants to get something.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, so I was like totally taken aback. I had no idea how to take it. I'm like, what the fuck are you in this conversation for? I was like, what, do you want to fight me or something? He's like, yeah, I'll fucking fight you right now.
Jesus Christ.
I swear to God. He goes, I'll fight you right fucking now. And I was like, well, fuck it. Let's do this, right? And I'm not that guy. I'm a big dude. I look like an asshole, like a meathead asshole, but I'm not. I've been in, 3 or 4 fights in my life, and I've gotten dragged into every single one, either by friends or somebody making me fight, right? I'm not that guy, even though I box. So we go outside, and I outweigh this motherfucker. I'm a beefy son of a bitch, man, and I outweigh this dude by 100 pounds at least. At that point, I was 230 pounds, and he's got to be 160 tops. He's like, I was like 230 pounds, 6 foot tall. He was 5'10", a fucking beanpole of a dude, right? I give him an out. I'm like, because I didn't want to do this. I really didn't want to do it. I was like, listen, man, you really want to fucking do this? She's like, yeah, I want to fucking do this. Somebody else jumps between us, and then he punches around the person. He punched around the person, and he hit me in the face. So it's done, right? It's done. You put your hands on me, it's done. I'm telling you, I had at least 70 or 80 pounds on this dude. Within 5 seconds, I will never fucking forget this. I'm getting amped up just thinking about it. Within 5 fucking seconds, I had him on the ground, and I was sitting on his chest, and I had and I'm not some elite motherfucker. He was just smaller. He was no way he was going to fucking win unless he had a knife. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or he scored a lucky shot, right? He could win. Anybody can win. However, I outweighed that motherfucker big time. Yeah. And we're both fucking hammered. He's even more hammered than I am. I had his arm trapped with a leg, and then I had his other arm trapped like this behind his neck, behind his head with my other arm, and I had my right fist cocked over his face. Still hadn't hit him. I shit you not. I still hadn't hit him. I was like, "Are you done? Are you fucking?" And he's just like trapped there on the ground, had nowhere to go. I was like, "Are you?" And he's like, "No, you better fucking do it. Because if you let me up, I'm coming after you." So I just start.
Some guys just don't learn.
Oh my God, right? Oh my God, right?
How many outs can you get?
There's some dudes out there, like, enough.
You
better kick my ass.
Line steppers.
Habitual line steppers.
They just keep on until they get their fucking face slammed or something, right?
And then after they're sitting there all fucked up, like, come on, man, let's keep going. And you punch like a bitch. He's sitting there. He's got 2 missing teeth. There's blood all over.
So you straighten him out.
I will never. I still can feel my fist slamming into his face because his and I don't say this. I'm not proud of it in any way whatsoever. His head had nowhere to go, and I was just slamming my fist into his eye socket.
Oh.
I got about 5 shots on his eye before they pulled me off, and he was all swollen up. He was starting to swell. I saw him next, so that was it pretty much. We got separated, right? My one dude, Mexican friend of mine, he was like, "Yeah, you fucked him up. Yeah, it was fucking great." He was loving it. It's again stress relief, right? We need that. We need to fight, fuck, or get drunk or something, and we're not able to do much of that in those 3-4 months. Right. So we go back. I see him next day. He walks up to me. He fucking walks up to me, and he's like, "Dude, I am so sorry." I'm like, "What was your deal, man? It had nothing to do with you. Why did?" He's like, "I don't know, dude. I just wanted to fight. I wanted some drama." And his face was fucked up. I could see the knuckle prints in his eye socket and his forehead. Damn. And I didn't know how to punch back then. You know what I mean? But like his head had nowhere to go. It busted a blood vessel in his eye. All the white in the eye was all red, beet red, and his just the one side was fucked up. And I was like, "Dude," I was like, "I'm sorry." He's like, No. He's like, "I'm sorry. It was my fault." I'm like, "Whoa," like total 180, right? Yeah. Total 180 from the night before. Like, yeah, fuck, you better fucking kill me, or I'm gonna find your mom and stab her in the fucking butthole or something, right? Like he was just crazy. Yeah. He was crazy the night before. He apologized. He apologized, man.
So your other buddy with Tatiana, that would happen there after that?
It was pretty much done. Yeah. It was like, dude, like I don't need this.
Yeah.
I don't need this. You know, I banged her a couple times.
He banged
You
her.
want her? Yeah, he banged her too. Like you want her? Like it's yours, man.
Right.
It's yours. It's yours. Go ahead, dude. Just don't be a fucking slime ball about it, right?
Right.
And me and I think my outgoing personality always, women like that, right? So I never really usually didn't have a problem bringing a woman back to the barracks. And that's when you find out who your true fucking friends are, especially in the military.
Dude.
When you bring a girl into the
Oh,
barracks.
that's right.
I was gonna say,
I
isn't
should
that a
have the
dude's
video
butthole?
camera.
Isn't that a dude? I was like, wait a minute. Why are we
was-
looking at a dude? Can, if it's gonna be nasty, can it at least be female
I
nasty?
wasn't paying
No,
attention.
we were talking about lady boys earlier. We kind of wanted to explore that
Like,
a little
listen,
bit
you're
more.
gonna show a prolapse. Maybe it's got to be a woman's ass. But yeah, you find out who your true friends are when you bring a chick back to the barracks.
Yeah.
Because they come out of the woodwork trying to get what you got.
Mm-hmm.
So those are just some of the stories that popped out at me.
Hey, pyramid schemes. Go.
Bullshit.
We've been trying to talk about this for weeks.
We have. All of the people who like to have their own business. They're part of a multi-level
Dude.
marketing
Hey,
I did it once.
opportunity.
I just saw a video
I
on
got sucked
Instagram from The Office about pyramid
Yes.
scheme. Did you
Yes.
see that?
And
He's like,
he comes
it's
over
not
and
a
just
pyramid
draws it.
scheme, and he's like,
Yep.
literally a pyramid scheme.
Yep.
I did it once. I got sucked in once.
Well, what was it?
Timeshares.
Herbalife.
No, this one was a while ago. This was like 10 years
Or
ago.
what?
Cutco knives.
Dude,
Remember those?
knives, the
That
knives.
cut right
Nice.
through the shoe, man.
Oh my god.
Trying to think of-
Mine was online shopping,
Oh.
Okay.
and I don't remember the name.
How
They're
about
gone.
the guy, the steak guy, the guy that goes to everyone's houses? They do that
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I've been
Steak
hit up.
guy.
I've been hit up. You haven't been hit up by that guy?
Dude, my parents,
Oh.
got. I mean, they were good.
Like
steaks.
Omaha?
Yeah, kind
Kinda
of
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they go.
That
door
actually
to door.
sounds like
Yeah.
a good deal, though.
That happened to me.
It might be. I think it's still the scheme.
good question.
If the meat's quality.
Yeah, it's a good question. Is it good? I don't know.
I mean, they claimed it was from Omaha, Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I mean, you could take a good look at looking at a bull's asshole by shoving your fist up the butcher, but you may as well take the neighbor's word for it. Am I right?
Right.
Now you got to shove your head up the butcher's ass. Oh man.
Trying to think, what were a couple other ones?
Any kind of skincare.
Yeah, any
Any kind of skincare.
They get the ladies. They go after the ladies.
protein
yeah.
brands.
And then the
Fucking
ladies,
Mary Kay.
the ladies bring
Yeah.
their
Mary
husbands
Kay,
or
yeah.
boyfriends. Like, hey, you got to come do this with me. You know, I had that.
Tupperware.
Avon.
Avon. That's a good
Tupper,
one.
well, Tupperware is kind of a dying thing, but that used to be a thing.
Happen. That was huge.
My mom used to-
Sex toys.
Oh, yeah. Those pure romance parties.
Yep.
Yeah. I got kicked out of one of those.
Did you?
Well, they're not allowed to have men in the room
Why?
when you do it. It's like a sexual harassment thing.
Oh, well,
So-
shit.
You know, we got invited to it because it was for the women, but then we find out like, hey, we're at my brother's house, and they go, oh, well, you guys can't be in the room. All right, we'll go in the other room and watch the game. No, you can't be in the house.
Get the fuck out of here.
We can't
be in the house.
Can't be in the house.
Can I be like upstairs or
No.
basement or something?
Got to be outside of the building.
At that point, that's when
So I-
someone says it's my fucking house and you can go.
Well, we wound up we carried the couch out front in the front yard. We tilted the TV. We had a pizza delivered, and we're just watching the game through the front window.
That's awesome.
Now
Well, yeah.
the real question is, did you take a dildo with you?
Nah.
No.
Be honest.
I don't think the ones that they brought were
Too small?
no, like the display models.
Hey, John.
They were used.
You gotta try it.
Hey, you know John. He's walking on ice. He's
know-
gonna dance.
You know him, dog.
I mean, everybody's got a price.
$1 million man.
That's true.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it irritates me when people go like you'll go to someone's Instagram page and they go, "Oh yeah, I'm an entrepreneur." It's like you're saying you're hacking some bullshit for somebody else,
Yeah.
just so you can get other people underneath you so you can move up.
And they get two people, and them two people get two
Yeah.
people. You know.
It's not a
Not a
pyramid
pyramid
scheme.
Yeah, it's that people don't realize. Like, dude, it's just like you said. He comes over and he just draws it on the board. Like, dude, it's right fucking there.
Right there. Right there.
It
Egyptians started it.
blows my mind how it's legal.
Yeah. But
What's your fuck that guy?
Yeah, you said you wanted to fuck a guy.
Yeah. So here, my text to him, because this is a segment, right? This is something that he came up with, right?
Yep.
My text was, I got a fuck that guy for later. He took that as
I gotta fuck a guy.
I
Who
gotta
wouldn't?
fuck a guy later,
Right? I'd be
So-
like, really, bro?
Yeah.
Are you sending this to me for a reason?
That's why you.
Why did you pick me? Was I the friend you were thinking?
Punctuation is important.
Hey, he came to you first, man. You should be honored.
Yeah.
That's a life
Yeah,
lesson.
exactly,
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the older guy.
Maybe
That's the
a-
way I'd look at
A
it.
semicolon and some quotes would have worked.
Yeah. No, you knew.
I know.
You knew. Anyway, sorry. So here's my fuck that guy. So it's more of a company thing, but you could say guy by CEO, whatever. So I go to a certain.
It's not Baker Mayfield, is it?
No, I
Okay.
go to a certain healthcare facility, right? And it's private insurance, right?
Yep.
And my doctor, who I've been going to now the past 5 years or so, he left. He left as of I think April or May, and so I need to go. And I just saw him actually in April. I saw him in January, so I need to get my blood work done to see what kind of blood type I have, because Val's blood type with the baby and everything,
AB?
she's A negative, so they need to know what I am, because
Isn't that a rare one?
yeah, so
Yeah.
they need to know what I am in order to make sure she's good or needs certain shots. So I call up there and say, hey, because I didn't know if it was on file. They said no, we don't have any blood type for you on file. I said okay, and they said check with your mom, see if you have any records. If not, call us back. I did that, called back. She didn't have anything. I said all right, yeah, I need to get a lab set up so I can figure this out and everything. They tell me I need to schedule an appointment to see one of the physicians because I need to reestablish with a doctor. I'm like, I don't need to see the doctor.
Yeah.
I just saw the doctor. I'm fine. I need blood work done.
You
I
can
don't
go
need,
up to Quest here. It's like $30.
yeah. So I'm like, I just need to figure out what kind of blood type I don't need a doctor visit, because I don't
Yeah.
need to pay your fucking $100 doctor visit.
Just so they can ding the insurance
just so
company
you can literally change my information.
and hit you
So
up
they
with a
want you to
copay.
get a
For fucking
referral
administrative, yeah.
for
so
nothing.
like, exactly. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. They're like, oh well, you can check with her doctor, the OBGYN, see if they can do it for you. I'm like, I will. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like,
They were
fuck-
no help whatsoever.
Fuck that guy. Fuck the people who say I need to go to the fucking doctor to reestablish with a new fucking physician. And keep in mind, I've been going to this facility for like 15 fucking years.
Yeah.
It's like I'm on file.
That's how they get
I'm
you.
just there in April. I'm
You have
not
a my
fucking-
chart?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't get me started
You know
about
what I
fucking
mean?
my chart.
So like,
What happened to the days where I could just call up my doctor? Hey, I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. So-and-so. Oh,
Yeah.
you got to do it online. And I'm over here trying to I got to come up with a password that's got 4 symbols, a couple of wing dings. I don't remember shit. And then they got me going over here online, and they go, oh, you're overdue for this shit. I don't fucking know what's going on. I haven't been to the doctor in a decade. Like, I just want to get some blood work done. Then I got to make a whole thing. I finally get an appointment after about 4 hours on the phone with some IT guy from, Beijing. Hello, my name is Jeff. No, it's not, motherfucker. It's Patel. Don't get me started. Why are you lying to me?
so fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I hate
name
that
is Steve.
shit.
And that's when I learned about Quest.
I was fucking pissed.
So you can just go up there, you order it online, you set a date. There's no insurance involved, and then you get your levels checked.
I literally just have to go on
what's
there.
Quest? Is it a hospital? Is it
No,
like,
it's,
it's like a minute clinic?
Yeah,
Kind of
one
a
of those.
Kind of like a
deal?
minute clinic.
Minute
So you
clinic.
can do like if you want to get blood work done to like check your vitamin levels or what you're predisposed to.
See what type you are.
see what type you are. So I do
Where's
it
this
for
at?
There's one right on Menor Avenue, better across from Menor Fitworks.
You just go in. I mean,
You
make
can
an
do it
appointment?
online, and then you can set up an appointment if you want.
Okay, if her OBGYN won't do it, then I'll fucking go there.
It was like $250, and I could get everything checked. My blood work, they'll check my piss, my T levels, because before I start going hard in the gym, I got to make sure my levels are all right.
You're smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the sauce too.
No, I'm on natty right now.
Well,
He's
right.
natty.
He's been on the sauce. You could see the evolution on those pictures.
Yeah, there's quite a difference between that top photo and that bottom photo.
Well,
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. going on it.
in one of those photos, he was all natty vegan, and the other one he wasn't. So,
Vegan? You were vegan for a while?
He went through. He went through.
dude, he
went
ate
through a
Impossible
homosexual-
Whoppers
bro.
like they were going out of style.
He went through a homosexual phase.
There's no problem with going vegan or any of that
The
shit.
gayest thing I ever did was wear gloves to the gym.
The problem is they preach that shit to everybody else. It's like, I don't want to be preached at. I want to eat my fucking steak.
Well, here's my
Don't watch
here's
me
my
eat it.
issue with vegans. I don't like being lied to. You want to give me vegan food? Give me a nice plate of whatever your vegan shit is.
Yeah.
Don't give me a burger and fries and tell me it's a burger and fries when it's all this other lab-made bullshit that tastes like blood. You got all these fucking chemicals in here.
Yes.
It's made out of some bean sprout shit that some hippie in Seattle grew out of her puss. Now that she's making bread out of her yeast, you get that weird shit.
She just showed you how you made
It's from
it.
Bangkok, not
Bangkok.
not Washington.
Next thing you know, you walk into her house, she's got a tapestry on her fucking wall. She's burning sage and shit.
Is it FDA approved?
That's how you join a cult. No, it's actually not FDA approved. There's 40 different chemicals inside the Impossible meat that aren't approved by the FDA.
I get that you don't want to eat meat, but eating all that mishmash of shit.
Well, it's not proven. That's the issue with it. Yeah. Nobody knows what the long-term effects
You
are.
know where that started, right?
They're also racist.
China.
Because they're trying to get rid of the men.
I don't know about all that. That's quite possible.
That
but
raises the estrogen levels. That's how it works.
They don't have meat over there like we do. So
That's why
and
they
they got
dogs.
a shit ton of people.
Wouldn't surprise me
You
if
know,
they wanted. To
so
pull
they
some
started
shit
with
like
that fake meat shit. That's what I
Yeah,
read.
that's-
I don't know if that's true or not.
You know they own most of the pork in the United
Who
States.
knows what's true when
what?
you read something
They own
nowadays.
most of the pork in the United States.
Not surprised.
They own the biggest supplier of pork here.
They own most of the land in Manhattan.
That's true. That and the Vatican.
China.
And so your people at the gym sitting on the
Oh,
equipment.
yeah. So I was telling Josh this while I was waiting for you guys. So, I've been getting more serious. So it started in April was when I started going back to the gym, April 1st. So this is going on.
You had like a 6-month layoff.
It was
At
like,
least.
like it was like a 2-year layoff.
Was it 2 years?
Yeah, all of COVID. Because I thought it was going to be like a 2-month thing, and then it just snowballed into just me just getting fucked up every day. So I was like, fuck the gym. Like, here's my thing with the gym. Like, either go and give it 100% or don't go at all. I'm not a half-ass guy.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna waste my time driving to the gym, fucking around. I'll do a little bicycle machine. I'll hop in the sauna for 20 minutes. Fuck that. I'll do a couple of bicep curls. No, I'm either going all the way or I'm not going at all.
You Guido?
I wasn't gonna,
20 minutes in the sun.
So, like, when I go, I go. And I knew, starting back up, I was going to have to take it easy and kind of work my way up. Shit, you remember that second week I was doing incline dumbbell press with 35s. It was pretty sad. And now I'm doing...
Now you're up
now
to
45s.
I'm up to hundreds. Within,
muscle memory.
8 weeks. Yeah, so the muscle
in.
memory came back. I was telling Josh, I haven't squatted in maybe a month or
Yeah,
so.
you told me you were going to stop doing that.
Yeah, I
'cause
saw-
but you work
'cause
on your feet all fucking day.
Yeah, my knees all fucked up. So I've been doing a lot of leg press, and I
Yeah.
use the super squat I like because it takes a little bit of...
Is
stress
that
off.
the new machine they have?
No, people use it for a hack squat, but if you turn around and face the machine,
Okay.
it's on the fulcrum. They have it in...
Yeah, and I know. I was just I don't know if you saw that new machine. They had 2 new machines.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. They got the booty builder,
Yeah.
which
Where's this at? What gym?
At
Fitworks.
Fitworks in Menor.
Menor.
I've used it, when there's nobody around because I
Yeah.
don't want to get caught using something that's called the booty builder. But it is nice because it's got that strap.
Yeah,
Instead
it's
of
a
putting
muscle.
a bar right on your hips.
It's just like doing hip thrusts with
Yeah,
a
it's great
bar,
for-
except it's a machine.
Because that bar will fuck your hips up if you
And
ain't got
for whatever
meat
reason,
there.
it doesn't bother me. I'm weird. You've seen me
You're
do
fucking
those.
crazy with lower
You know what I
body,
mean?
dude.
Like that. The fuck. I can literally load up that bar and put
Yeah.
like 5 plates on it and hit it for a set of 10.
Yeah, so I was
Easy,
there.
but-
I was tired because I
Weird.
got off work and I was like, shit. By the time I'd go through 6 sets of leg press, 6 sets of the super squat,
Adds up.
it's 45 minutes. I said, fuck it, I'll just do some squats. So I did 4 sets of 10, 135, 135, 225, 225. And I was surprised I got 225 because it's been a while. I haven't gone hard on squat in a long time. So I was like, fuck it. I'm feeling good. I got a big pump going on. Like, I felt more engagement in those 4 sets of lower weight than I was throwing 855 on the leg press,
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I'm feeling great. Like, I'm walking around like I'm in a Western movie with my legs popping out. I was like, all right, let's throw another cookie on there. So I throw 315 on there, popped it out for 2, and I'm going like full below 90. I was like, throw a couple of 10s on there. Boom, boom. All right, let's do it. Threw 365 on there. And I got to that point where, like, I wanted to hit depth. Like, I could have gotten it if I went down to, like, 80 degrees.
Yeah.
But I wanted to hit depth. And you know how you hit that moment where it's like you go a little too far
Yeah,
and you don't feel the tension in your quads anymore. It goes right to your knees and you go, fuck, I went too far. I had a bail on it.
Oh, did you have it set up?
Yeah, I had
Bail?
those. They got that
Yep.
cage that used to be in Willoughby
Yeah.
over
I
in.
love the cage. I use
Yeah,
it
with
at
the slide bars.
17. Yep.
So then I'm like, I'm feeling great, man. I'm throwing some weight around. I go over to leg extension, and there's this dude on the leg curl. You know, the seated one where he locks your legs in.
Mm-hmm.
And, anytime I've ever seen someone use it, when you're sitting between sets, you pull your legs out and you're just kind of sitting there. So if you want to sit down, some people stand by it. This dude's sitting full extension with his phone. I go, all right, I don't want to judge the guy. Maybe I just walked over at bedtime,
Hey, give him a minute and a half.
I give him a minute. So I do my 4 sets of extensions. Motherfucker, he's just starting one set. Like, we're over here for 10 minutes now. And that's how I know, like, I'm in the zone. Like, shit's happening now.
Right.
Because normally I would have been like, hey, but you almost done here? I walk over. I knocked on the machine. I go, hey, buddy, you almost done here?
Try to pull the alpha move.
Yeah, let me just finish that. All right,
How old was this guy?
time to go. All right, 40s.
Big, small.
Nah.
That's why.
Bean
That's why you
guy.
try to alpha him.
No, I wouldn't try to be an asshole, but it's like
It was a big dude.
like I'm there for a fucking reason. I'm not here to fuck around. Like, you're over here browsing Facebook. Go fuck your mother, dude. Come on, I got shit to do. They got one machine for this.
Hey, nothing wrong. Hey, listen, if you wanna, browse Facebook, you better do it in a minute to a minute and a half, and then get back on it, or else you're gonna say something.
Like, there's a time for being polite, and then there's a time for, like, you're being an asshole. Cut the shit out.
Right.
Let's go.
I mean, like, I told Jason a few weeks back. You left the leg press, I think it was, and to go fuck. You had to go do something up front, some administrative stuff with your account or something. Yep. And a couple guys who have later found out you didn't really care for, at least the one guy. They took his leg press, and I'm like,
How much weight was on it?
A lot.
4 or 5 plates at least, right? On each side, or no?
4 or 5 plates. Someone's still using it. You got a plate aside.
Well, but here's
it's
the
open.
thing. Here's the thing. He was gone for. I know he was gone
a while.
for at least 7 or 8 minutes. So that's to me. Once you get past 5 minutes, it's fair game. At least that's how I treat it.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I
like to watch.
And see, I didn't bitch because it was fair game because I was getting something done with the gym manager. I was just switching over my credit card, right?
Yeah.
But these dudes.
Come to find out.
Yeah. So I said so because I didn't like the one guy, I was like, hey, like, I'm not quite done there. Like, don't take the weights. And I didn't say it in a shitty way.
Most people are cool about it.
Yeah,
like, hey,
and
man,
I didn't say it in a shitty way.
Yeah.
Right. But Foot over here is like, hey, man, like, he didn't know the situation. So he's like, hey, man, you walked away for quite a while. He was just busting chops.
I was fucking with him.
He was
like,
busting,
hey, man.
He was busting my balls. He's like, too fucking bad. You walked away for 10 minutes, right? So I didn't say anything because those dudes were there. So later,
you're like, hey, what the fuck was that shit?
Yeah, later I was like, later you don't know the backstory there. The one dude's an asshole. Like, they were hanging out. They were doing exactly what you were talking about. The lower hyperextension. It's
like the one they used to have at Willoughby. That they put. It was
flare your legs up.
Oh yeah.
You lay on your stomach. And you at a 90 degree, and then you go to a.
Yeah, I like the seated ones better.
So they like to use that one as their holds their cell phone, and they bullshit.
Nah,
bullshit.
At Fitness 19, that's the fucking machine to do it.
Yep, they set up their equipment there. They put their chalk up there. They put their phone on there, and they bullshit over there between sets.
That's what they.
That's fine. Yeah. But when I need to use it, fuck you, get off of it. If you want, just like you said, you want to use
all that shit's just getting pushed to the floor.
So 6 months before this, and of course I remember this, right? Because I remember dickheads like this. I said to him, like, hey, just so you guys know, like, I'm careful how I approach people. I want to use that here in a little bit. I'm not ready for it yet, but I'm on this machine. I'm going to use it here. It's the only one in the gym.
Yeah.
Right? And so the one dude was cool about it. The one dude was cool. He's like, oh, yeah. The other guy was like, well, I said, like, hey, sorry about that. Like, I apologize for saying, hey, get the fuck off of there. I'm going to use that machine because you're not using it. And the one dude goes under his breath as we're both walking away, well, don't be sorry about it. Don't ask. Yeah, he goes, don't be sorry about it. Then don't. If you're sorry about it, then don't ask.
Why you gotta do that?
Yeah, he was a total fucking smart ass.
And
it was under his breath, walking away. You couldn't say it.
Yeah.
You couldn't say it to my face. You had to be a fucking dickhead about it. So he was the one. So if it had been anybody else taking those weights off of that leg press, I probably would have moved on to a different machine and just broke it down. Like, hey, go ahead, take whatever you want. Yeah. Because it was those two and that one dickhead. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm still using that. Sorry, I'm still using that. Don't take my weights. Yeah. And then Foot over here is like, you walked away for 10 minutes. You're a dickhead. You're an asshole, bro. You left it. And so
he doesn't know the premise.
He didn't.
I would have known the backstory. Of course, I wouldn't have said anything.
Because I've been that guy where I'll cut in. I thought a guy was done, and he comes over. My bad. I'll step out for a minute.
Yeah.
But
it's the unwritten rules of the gym, man. And
just don't be a dick.
People just don't know. They don't
Like
know.
you got
Unless
4
somebody
fucking
tells them.
Smith cages, and there's one guy over here doing bent over rows in the only free squat cage.
Hey, and another one I'll tell you that gets me every fucking time.
I like doing this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Check the time.
Check the time. And it's not as bad, but it still drives me nuts, man. If you see where the dumbbells are aligned, okay, and you are a person who lifts heavy dumbbells, you want to not have to walk across the fucking gym to get to your dumbbells.
From the 90s all
So
the way
when
over to
I
the
see you
35s.
over there, when I see you sitting in front of the fucking 100-pound dumbbells with your fucking 20-pound dumbbells, I start to get angry. Okay, and you know what I mean. It's one of those things, man. Like it's just have some awareness. And now I understand if it's busy and there's nowhere else to go because this actually happened to.
Yeah, that happened.
It happened to me and Val this past Monday
yeah.
where we had no other bench to go to except the exact last one. And we were doing like flies, and I had 50s, and I felt a little uncomfortable about it. I was like, hey, do you want to go down there? Because they just jumped off. She's like, no, we're only doing 3 sets, or it was quick, you know? But it's just, it drives me nuts.
I saw some shit today. Where, you know how they have those signs where it's like, don't lean on the weight rack to do exercises? Like, I'll go over to the far side of the weight rack where nobody uses the heavy shit, and I'll do some rows.
Yeah, oh yeah.
With but I'm using 80s, and I'm leaning on the 100s.
Right.
Nobody ever uses them, so it's okay. Yeah. And I'm out of the way. I saw some shit. This chick was doing like bent over good mornings in front of the mirror. And this asshole walks right in front of her, leans on the 40s, starts doing rows. I go, the balls on this guy. Like, not only is she looking in the mirror to check her form, but now she's got to look right at your asshole while you're kind of doing this half. Like, you're not even pulling weight. Like, I could see if you had like a 100-pounder and you're trying to show off, but like, you're not pulling enough weight to be doing that shit.
Nope.
That's why Foot likes when I go, because I save all the machines for him. Because I'm not lifting anything, so I'll just sit there for him. Like, this is occupied right now, dude.
I miss those days.
Like
Holy shit! I remember you coming into Fitworks.
The guy that didn't work out and hung out with Foot.
Yeah.
I remember you now.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit! I remember this guy now.
Yeah.
He would hang out and chill.
Yep.
And be on his phone and bullshit with him and Val.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you now, man. Holy fuck.
And then when you did start working out, we'd lift together. We'd always hit chest and tries.
Yeah.
We'd have a pizza delivered to the gym.
That's right.
Oh, we were animals back in the day.
Yeah, so this is
You
2016.
go Planet Fitness style.
I'd be up there
Shove
with
some Tootsie Rolls in your
Mike
pocket.
B.
Something you don't know about him, Jason, is that this guy has the record for biggest invisible lats you've ever seen.
It was bad.
He couldn't even fit through the
That's
front
what it
door.
was.
Oh my
true.
god.
That's why you got the
ILS
truck.
syndrome.
And I was about
Invisible lat
$145.
syndrome.
No, you started to get bigger too when you were still doing it. Like,
Just
it was
flared
funnier when you were skinny because
Well, yeah.
But dude, and that's how I actually when I first met this guy, I fucking hated him because he's
I was that guy.
He's this 20-year-old punk kid in the gym, thinks he's big, has terrible form, and just walks around like he's the shit. And I'm like,
King Dick.
Now he's marrying
who
you.
the fuck are you? You know, this
Foot's
motherfucker
like, I'm
over
a
here.
put my foot in your ass.
And then so Mike B, like out of nowhere, out of the blue, he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to Panini's or whatever the fuck we were gonna do. He's like, I invited John. I'm like, John, what the fuck's John? He's like,
Fuck's Johnny.
he's like, you know, John, he works out. And so I don't know if I figured it out before or after we saw you, and I'm like, that fucking guy. Turns out he's all right.
Turned out okay.
Yeah.
It turned out okay.
You know,
I
but
used
yeah.
to say
I
it all
learned
the
my
time.
ways.
ways.
Yeah. Oh
If
my
I met
god,
myself
dude!
at
I used to
20, I'd
mean
hate
mug the
myself.
fuck out of this guy.
Dude, he would always say to me, Mike B, oh, here comes this fucking chotch. Look at this guy.
I knew Guido felt that way around me because
Yeah.
I'd be talking to Mike at the desk, and then Guido would come over, he'd give me like a look, like, who's this fucking guy?
Guido gave you that look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always give me attitude, and then Mike was like, "Nah, he's cool."
But you knew Guido.
Are you guys like family friends
Yeah,
or
so
something?
you're
like
family
that?
friends, I thought.
Nah, we found that out after the fact.
Oh, weren't you always under the impression they were like
I thought
family
they
friends
knew.
before?
Yeah, like they knew each other.
We thought you guys were like
I was
family
trying to
friends
be the
before.
latchkey kid. I was like, oh, look at this guy.
Oh, okay.
He's over here lifting. He's got a cool car. I'm gonna hang out with this guy.
Guido? What, are you talking about the Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the Z.
You got to remember, this was
Back then,
Okay.
that was a cool car.
7-8 years ago.
Well, yeah, but
When you're young.
you don't understand. Our buddy Guido beat the shit out of his cars.
Did he?
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. Destroyed
The
them.
car is
Drove
well
him
loved.
hard.
Like, he drove that Z in the wintertime. Just to give you an idea. So,
That'll do it.
yeah. Oh, man.
Where are we at here?
Oh, yeah.
We're at $1.20.
Nice.
Hey, that was
That's
solid.
funny. Yeah.
It's solid.
Had a good flow.
It did.
I liked it.
It did. No Mike B, though. He never made it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We didn't have time
he
today.
thought his time would better be used watching a team that's not going to exist next year. So
I think they're gonna have one more year.
Fuck them. I don't give a shit. You're gonna underpay the team, let people get hurt.
Oh, I thought you just meant the name.
You're gonna let potential Cy Young winners just walk out the door. Fuck them.
Dude, don't
Talking about Indians?
Yeah. Don't get me
It's
started.
sad.
But
You want to be a bunch of pussies about your political correctness? I could see if it was Redskins. It's borderline. You want to get rid of
Indians was
Chief
the next
Wahoo?
one.
okay,
Yeah, all right. It
I
was
can
slightly
hear all
racist.
that, right?
Yep,
I
yep.
hear all that.
Indians.
Get the fuck out.
No. Get out of here.
That was going to be the next one they go after. Yep.
Well, they're going after the Braves now too.
Yep.
They made them stop doing the tomahawk chop, and they got rid of. I didn't know they had like their own version of Chief Wahoo. It was Chief Knock-a-Homer. Nakatomi. It was just like,
Nakatomi.
yeah. So it was a caricature of a guy smacking dingers, which I think is hilarious. But like it was named after a guy in honor of him on the team. It wasn't like.
I've said it
But,
many a times, but I might be.
The Dolans are arguably the worst owners in MLB.
Yeah, I might be on the left or economically, but culturally, I cannot stand a lot of the shit that's pushed, and that's a perfect example.
That's that bullshit.
It is that bullshit.
But that's a rant for another day. I gotta go to work.
Fucking third shift.
I remember those days.
Yep.
You got anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
Nope.
Anyone you want to say hi to?
Hello, everybody out there.
All right, then.
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Shout out.
Tatiana, if you're out there, you fucking bitch.
All right.
I told you could bang them.
One of our
You didn't have to
one
go
of
behind
our
my back.
most listened groups is women.
It's true.
We do
Is
have
it?
a
Yes,
high
it is.
female retention rate.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand.
She
how
might
that
listen.
works.
Hey, do we have anyone over? You think she's still over there?
She's probably in her 50s.
Man.
Yeah.
What
how
if,
old do you
what
think
if she's
she
still
is?
stripping?
Depends on what town it is.
Yeah. How old do you think she is? Do you know?
Man, she was my age. So,
Okay.
yeah, she's mid-40s.
She probably settled down.
Maybe.
Got a family.
Maybe.
Her vagina probably looks like this.
Oh, that's still good. I still hit it.
You're the one I sent in the group.
Yeah.
I'd still hit that.
All right. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for having me.